there was a dream. And in time, that dream became reality. A castle was built. Years passed, and the castle was abandoned. Now a hero has come, not to build, but to restore, to return the castle to its former glory, and to keep its legacy alive.
Today we have a very special guest, a man who is saving a castle, Gleb. First time actually I saw you around Christmas time, watched like a couple episodes, and I was like, damn, he's doing such a good job, such a cool concept of video and everything. And then I was, oh my gosh, he's in my country. And you're telling very beautiful your castle's story, but also today I want to hear your story. So straightforward into this conversation, my first question for you is, how was your childhood?
I mean, I would say my childhood was very good, you know. I have great parents, great mother, great father. They treated me very well, you know.
Yeah.
But speaking about the castle, till I was maybe 15 years old, I didn't even know that this castle existed, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Because nobody was even talking about it, you know, and I was not asking the questions because I was studying for a chef, to become a chef. So
your father never mentioned it?
No. He didn't spoke about it, you know.
Okay.
And it kind of like, you know, like a dream, like a fairy tale. And then at some point, you know, things aligned, and I like, okay, our family have a castle. Really, we have a castle, you know.
How was your, I don't know, friendships with friends, or you was here in Latvia, or?
Yeah, I was in Latvia actually, but when I was young, I was introvert. I didn't like to speak with the people. I like to be in my own head, you know.
Yeah.
And this is actually, I think, why I have this like crazy thoughts, crazy ideas, and everybody is always was telling me that I'm delusional, you know, that how you gonna, for example, restore a castle where you don't have the money, you will lose all your life restoring this castle, but you know, sometimes you just have to don't listen to the naysayers and just keep on going, you know.
When was the moment when you decided, okay, this will be my big project, and how this basically clarified for you?
So basically 6 years ago I started the channel. It was about the cars, about old BMW.
Okay.
Yeah. So I bought them, I restored them, I make a content, but for the first year I make something like 1,000 followers, something like this. So it didn't get a lot of recognition, you know.
Yeah.
But as with everything in life, you just have to keep pushing. So I keep push the videos, you know, even though I was not making any money from it. All the money I was making, I was putting inside the same videos, you know. And I was hoping that someday everything will amplify, you know, and I can do it for a living. But shortly after, I understand that I no longer like into the cars, like old BMWs. Yeah, I want to do something different.
Yeah, you lost the interest in it.
Yeah, I lost the interest, and I worked in a lot of, we spoke about this word NPC. I worked in a lot of NPC jobs. I have nothing against the normal jobs, like wage jobs, you know, but I was, all my life, I was thinking that this is not for me. This regular job is not for me. So, and then on my channel about the cars, I started to make a shorts, you know?
Yeah.
And when I started to make them, there was only like the beginning of the short content. And I quickly started to understand how this shorts algorithms works, you know?
Yeah.
And I started to get a lot of views from it. Actually, can you believe it or not, I was doing the YouTube for the 2 years at that moment, and I have like 2,500 followers. But then when I did my third short about how I created my YouTube channel, like in a month, 70,000 people subscribed on my YouTube channel.
Really?
Really, yeah. But you know, the car still wasn't like a thing for me. So then I was working in England, you know, in the warehouse, normal job.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that something something is off. I should pursue my dreams,
Yeah.
and continue to make a content because I like to do it. And then I realized that, okay, we have a castle that is 100% is going to be sold after some time, yeah, because the taxes, bills are too much for a family, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that much money now like we used to have. And I was like, okay, I know how to make a short form content that goes viral, and I have this castle that my father built,
Mm-hmm.
and so all the paths they aligned together. And I was like, okay, let me do the shorts about the castle, because it's a very interesting topic. Not only because I'm restoring a castle, which is by itself is very beautiful, magnificent, and one of a kind, but also I wanted to show the younger generation that it is important to continue your legacy. So, because most of the people, what they will do, they will sell it, buy some villa or some kind of these things,
Of course, yeah. The easiest way.
The easiest way, yeah. And I choose the hardest way.
Because that's by your nature. How
Yeah.
you're built. Think different, do it on your...
Of course, and because, the big role in my life played my father.
You know the story? How did he decide to build a castle? How did he manage to do it? What was his story?
He was always into the old architecture,
Yeah.
like old castles, old mansions. He liked all of that.
Yeah.
And then he had this idea to make a family nest, that will goes
For the
past-
generations,
for the next generations, yeah.
When was the first time when you arrived in the castle?
When I came from the UK, from my job, it was always in the air that we have a castle, yeah, but I didn't like being so conscious about it.
Yeah, aware that it's like
Aware
a
because-
real thing.
Yeah, because I was studying, I was living abroad,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all these castles think it was like
Out of the topic.
out of my world,
Yeah. Understood.
And then it came into my world when I decided to restore one room, which with me and my friend, thanks to him, his name is Dennis. Dennis, thank you very much. We able to make a whole room, the smallest room in the castle,
Yeah.
for 2,500 euros we spent for the decoration and everything. Yeah,
And it was how long time ago?
it was probably like 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Yeah,
3 years
pretty
ago.
recent. Yeah.
Yeah. But then I actually, why I decided to save the castle, I hit the rock bottom. My long-term relationships broke up. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of money, and I was thinking to myself, okay, what I can offer to the world?
Yeah.
What knowledge do I have? Yeah, how I convert it into something meaningful, something special. And then I just decided that randomly, I have to create a Instagram page, and I called it Saving the Castle. And the first videos was like just basically the B-rolls with my father built this castle 30 years ago. I'm trying to save it.
Day
La,
one.
la, la. Huh?
Day one.
Day one, I'm trying to save it, la la la. And then I was just the topic that was very trendy at that moment, yeah. I was just sitting next to the castle, but then I quickly understood, yeah, that this is not how it works exactly. So I started to make videos, yeah, with the AI voiceover.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that this AI voiceover, not only it gives me more space and more time to create even more videos, and the voiceover, it suits the vibe of the castle,
It's dreamy, exactly.
Yeah, like a Disney World story,
Yeah.
So, and then everything just amplifies, I started to make more and more content, People from all over the world started to send me donations, nice wishes, nice words about me
Because your content is so involving. You just feel you're a part of this whole big project.
Of course.
That's why the community is very strong. Also, as I see the comments and everything, the positive feedback. Because also even the donator, the wall that you also have that you show, this is very cool. It's not like every day you can be a part of such a big project.
Of course. And it doesn't matter about the money. The people sometimes send me 10 cents. It doesn't matter about the money. it's about the meaning, you know.
Exactly.
To continue my father's legacy and show other generations that everything is possible.
I think one of the key factors for you why many people are looking up to you is because there is a simple way, you know, just sell the castle, forget about it, and that's it. But you have chosen the hardest path, where you have to constantly live under the pressure. You have to do a lot of things by yourself. You have to find sponsors and everything. And this is also why I was actually attracted to you, that you have this energy, this passion, this hunger, to create something. Because in this world, we are living in a consumer environment where everyone likes to consume, not to produce. Yeah. And your vision is producing. I mean, a lot of people start to realize that there are, other ways how you can approach the thing. Like if you have a broken car, maybe easiest thing is, sell it. Otherwise, you have to repair it. But sometimes the process where you have to repair it, you meet a new people, you get a lot of new, possibilities about this.
It opens new doors,
Yeah.
New doors. And sometimes they say that God is helping you through the people,
Yeah. And how's your relationship with God? Do you believe in God also?
Of course, yeah, I do believe in God.
Oh, nice.
But I don't believe that God is some kind of human being, some kind of like...
Old man with white beard.
Yeah. I think God, it's like etheric energy that all over around us,
Yeah.
And you don't have to go to the church. If you believe in God, you don't have to do it. Like, your own church is your own self, If you can sit, meditate, be thankful for what you have,
About the financial pressure, how do you deal with that? Saving the castle, I seen you sold your car, your brother also sold the car and everything.
Yeah, we went all in with this project. Because from one hand, the most expensive thing is the labor. And because me and my brother, we are restoring this castle ourselves, we're saving a lot of money on it, that we're doing everything with our hands.
Yeah.
40 euros here, 100 euros here. Thank you to everybody who's watching, who is donating, who's writing the comments.
Yeah, shout out to you all.
Yeah, shout out to you, because without you, all of this wouldn't be possible. And every time, I have some periods of the time when I was restoring the castle, with all of my money, I was spending all of the money to the castle, to electricity, to all the furniture and everything, yeah. But then I sit down, I prayed, and I don't know why, but in like 1 or 2 days, I received a donation,
Yeah.
600 euros donation, 100 euros donation. It is crazy to me how it works, how the universe works, because when you have a vision, and you do it constantly, the opportunities will find you.
How did your father, basically 30 years ago, started it?
So basically, he was inspired by the ancient architecture.
Yeah.
Mostly France, and some places in Spain. The brick factory was working for more than 1 week. For the straight whole days, just to create the bricks for this castle.
And how many square meters it is?
1,350. But it's not including the technical spaces and the terrace, which is very spacious.
Yeah. And the first phase 30 years ago, how long time it took to build it as it is today?
Probably it was next to 2 years.
2 year time.
It may vary, yeah, but close to 2 years.
Have you ever had any parties in the castle?
No, I'm not a party person,
Yeah.
I like the peace, I like to read books, I like to meditate, I like to make content,
You're a peace-loving guy.
Yeah, I just want to become the best version of myself. And then I can just rest, But
Yeah.
I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm not an alcohol drinker,
Yeah.
Only thing I love is, besides the castle restoration, is traveling. I like to travel the world,
Where you been?
I've been to many countries, but recently I've been to Thailand and Vietnam, East Asia.
Yeah.
And all the jokes aside about the ladyboys and all of that, the country is beautiful, the people is beautiful, they are so happy, you know. They don't need much to be happy, you know. They have their wife, their kids, they scooter, they live in the peaceful environment, you know, everybody's happy. And in the end of the day, that's all that matters, you know.
Yeah.
Simple things in life. The glass that you see, the windows in the castle,
Yes.
they're a piece of art because they were made from the rare species of wood, and to be carved like that.
You mean windows, yeah?
Yeah, the windows.
Yeah.
Because they're sculptured and built exactly like in the Riga city center, like in the old buildings.
Nice.
So they have like spider lock mechanisms. So all of the windows, the wooden ones,
Yeah.
they're built with the same technology. They are copied the same, absolutely same as in the center of Riga. You know, old buildings.
Who was your grandfather? I mean, I have to ask because
Yeah.
your father, he has to come from someone with similar vision that
Yeah.
he had, and you have the same vision.
He was the minister of the construction of the
Soviet Union
Soviet Union, yeah, but in Russia.
in Russia.
No, but from Russia because
From Russia. Yeah,
Russia, you know, all this thing, yeah.
Yeah, understood.
And also he built one of the biggest, not the dumps, but the electricum, how do you say it? Dump, you know, that produce electricity.
Yeah, electro. Okay.
Yeah, the biggest one in the Cairo, Egypt, if I'm not wrong. And it's still existing till now. And when they were building this dump, you know, that generates electricity,
Yeah.
my grandfather, my father's father, was the leader of all of this. So just imagine how many pressure was put it on him.
I can imagine a lot of, yeah.
And we were speaking about the old cars, yeah?
Yeah.
My grandfather used to have a driver and gas 24 or gas 21 car, you know?
Yeah, the old one is more with the round headlights, and the new one is more like Mustang.
The rounded one.
The rounded,
you know,
yeah,
the rounded
21st,
one,
yeah,
the
yeah.
21st, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice car.
Yeah.
How the same. Besides the castle, what are you interested in and passionate with?
I'm passionate with calisthenics.
Calisthenics?
You know, calisthenics, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's,
nice.
Street lifting, you know, when you put some weights, you do the pull-ups, because in
It's for well-being, yeah. It makes you.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
And it also helps with the chaos, you know.
Yeah.
Because when you train, your body is strong, you know, you're fully developing yourself. Consciously, you're working with your thoughts, you know, with your consciousness and also with your body. And then everything aligns.
Yeah. In strong body, there can be a strong spirit, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me explain it like that. Motivation, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a fire that you have to always throw bricks in.
Yeah, because motivation, it goes away.
It goes away. It comes, it goes.
Yeah.
But the discipline is a like infinity fire. So for me, regarding the question, discipline is the most important. But inspiration, you know, I like to watch movies. And movies are always inspiration for me. But the old ones, you know.
And yeah, so we're getting closer to the castle
Yeah.
as itself. Let's see it.
matter what age you are. If you have a dream, you should aim to this dream. No matter what other people said about you, if you can do it, you cannot do it, you should cancel all the noise, listen to your heart and go straight into it. If you fail, that's good. All the successful people, they've failed multiple times. You're delusional until you make it. 1 year ago, I didn't even imagine that I could accomplish so much thing in this castle alone. But I did everything just using my phones, my heart, and my wise, smart head. That's it. So there is nothing that is stopping you from achieving your goals. As I call it, the wall of gratitude. So everybody who sent me donation, I write their name on the wall. And as my sign of gratitude, each and every person who is donated, when the castle will open to its guests, will get a special discount for the accommodation, for the stay in the castle. Obviously, we will also paint these walls. I want to make a wallpaper with all the names right here. So when the guests will come, they will see who supported me when I have zero. As Conor McGregor said, from nothing to something, from something to everything.
Okay, Gleb. So the question for you: the first time when you arrived here, what was the biggest shock? What you discovered? What was the most interesting thing that you found here?
Yeah, the biggest shock that I experienced was there is no water in the castle, because all the copper pipes were stolen maybe like 15 years ago. Dug up a trench, drill a well, and put the water inside the castle. But not only that, the water, we had the water, yeah?
Yeah.
Because before that, I used to go to the toilet on the outside, you know? If you are in the castle, you must have a good experience, you know? So yeah, and then we put it filtration system.
Did you find anything interesting in the castle when you arrived? Maybe some mystery, something, happened?
When I first posted a video on the TikTok and Instagram, there was actually a lot of people from local neighborhood, from Latvia. And they were speaking all the lies that this castle was built as a hotel, then it was abandoned, that this castle belonged to one of the most rich men in the Latvia and all of that things, you know.
Yeah, nonsense.
Sometimes when you work on the castle and the people are passing by, they're saying a lot of things, you know, like home of Graf Dracula and all of kind of things, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And when we were done, sorry for interrupting, in this alley, I saw there were paintings. Where did you get this? They were already in the castle?
Yeah, because my mother, she used to have a painting studio when she was inviting young people, and she was teaching them to paint, you know. Yeah, that's why there are so many paintings that they were painted by my mother. That's why.
Wow.
That's why.
They're very beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Do you think this castle has a soul?
Of course. Because you know, when you put so much energy, so much effort into building something memorable, and I think the best answer to your question is just the people that are passing by, you know. Everybody's taking a picture, everybody's speaking something about this castle, so it drives some kind of emotions, you know, and discussions about this castle. And obviously, from the outside, you can see the castle have its soul. I mean,
yeah, of course, it has its style.
For example, this magazine that we have right here, it's interior designs of the castle. Yeah. And I think nowadays, all these new buildings, that are being built, they are soulless, you know. Of course, they are very convenient, interesting with LED lighting and all of that, but
very minimalistic.
Minimalistic. But they don't have this like a twist, like a soul, you know.
Yeah.
Because when you come into the castle, you can feel the aura, you can feel the energy of the castle. Like on your Cadillac, when you drive it down the road, you feel this energy, you know, this aesthetics of the past times, you know.
Also for this castle, I think it's very interesting that now this has begun as a big social project with the community, and the videos, the shares, the comments, the job that you have put it in. This puts an extra, character to the castle as it is.
Of course. It definitely does, yeah. And I was amazed how many people who are watching me, which I'm very thankful to, how many of them send in donations. Not only that, they write it down, the private messages, a lot of comments about how I inspired them. So if one guy can like restore a castle or even start to do it without the knowledge about the construction, then I can do it too,
Yeah, of course.
Even the smaller goals, they can accomplish them.
Yeah, this project is very inspirational, and it's unique in my country, and not just in my country, in whole Baltics, in whole Europe, and across the world. I think there aren't many guys like you. Maybe you're the only one currently who is doing something like that.
I don't want to sound like I'm very cool. Yeah, no, I'm just a normal guy, but this is the biggest construction project in Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. So in all the Baltic states, all the Baltic countries, the social project about restoring something.
Okay, and one of the final questions for you. Basically, when you come to the castle and you see that the roof is leaking, that the pipes are cut, and basically endless jobs that has to be done, how your hands are not, laying down, how do you keep this energy to keep pushing it through? Because I know it's very hard to be consistent. You can be hyped, you can be motivated for some period of time, but you've been doing this for a whole year and you're not planning to stop.
Yeah, I think it's all about the mentality, If you say to yourself that I'm stupid every single time, you are stupid,
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, and when you say, okay, I can do it, why not? Why he's better than me? All of the people have their moments of weakness, of failure, And one thing about my content that I show to people that there is not sunshine and rainbows, There is a lot of challenges that I have to overcome. But if you have a clear mind, clear picture in your head, and you believe in yourself, first of all, you believe in yourself, that any job is simple, For example, for me, when you think about something, I don't know, polish the floor, do the floor. At first sight, it may seem, it's how I'm going to do it. I never did it. Yeah, if I'm going to fail, this and that. You just put all these thoughts away and you just do it. Because with every time you become better and better.
Exactly.
Yeah, the practice makes perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that answer. And this was a very pleasant day for me to visit the castle, to do some painting, and just to enjoy your company. It was very, very good. Also, behind the scenes, the talks that we had, I will remember them for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
And to wrap up this episode, we have still two things left. And the first thing is you have to answer the previous guest question.
Yeah.
And the question from him is basically, who would be you if you would not have these social projects, that gave you recognition?
Yeah.
Like no money, nothing. Who would be you?
Probably be myself, to still make a content, not about the castle, maybe about something else. Because this fire, inside me, I had it till I was young, I remember when one of my friends, he have a YouTube channel, and I paid him like 200 lats, there was lats at that moment, not euros, lats, to buy a YouTube channel from him. And started to make videos about the parkour, about a food or something else. And I was like always starting and quitting, Yeah.
So you would just continue to express your soul as it is.
Of course.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, in the end of the day, as we spoke, it's not about the materialistic stuff, I'm just trying to show the people that you have to appreciate what you have, be thankful to God, to your parents, and if you can, for example, because we're not choosing the family, we're not choosing the situations we're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just have to adapt, you just have to adapt. Yeah. If you have a, for example, castle, or you have this and that, or maybe you inherited some business from your father or mother, you just have to like continue the legacy, because in the end of the day, it's what it's all about, you know.
Of course.
For your parents to be happy, you know, to make people around you happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the final thing, what is your question for the next guest?
The question for the next guest will be, what in your life looked like madness to others, but felt like the only right path to you?
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And thank you for painting the facade of the castle.
Yeah, did my best.